Hello everyone, thank you for joining this long video to learn data analytics in Excel with the use of Excel, and thank you for giving good support on my other YouTube videos. Without wasting any time, let's start. In today's video we are going to learn different formulas which we are going to use in the coming videos to use data analytics. Starts from unique, average, mode, median, large and small formulas. After completing this video, you will be able to perform different activities with the help of this Excel formula. Let's understand first formula which we are going to use, unique. Unique, as we already know, for applying any formula in Excel, we have to use equal to. Equal to unique, range by column exactly once. Unique means, for example, if you have 10 set of names of any list, if there are 2 or 3 members' names are coming repeatedly, but you want to find a unique names from it, so this formula will help you to understand this. Let's try to use this formula. Okay, so this is my data set where I'm going to perform these formulas which we discussed before. For example, now we are going to see unique formula. For example, if I want to find how many unique cities we have in this C column, so I have to use unique formula to understand how many unique cities I have throughout the data. So for example, let's try to use this. I'm adding a temporary column in the left side to apply unique formula. So as we discussed, you have to use equal to, then write it down unique, and then range. Range is C to C. If you want to exclude this city name, then C2 to C1001. This is my data, and enter. Close the data. So there are 3 cities, only 3 cities throughout the entire data. Throughout the entire 1000 rows, I have only 3 cities where this data belongs, from where this data is belongs. In this way you can find this unique values, unique data, unique member, how many members you have. For example, customer type. If you want to use customer, want to know how many customer type you have, simply select the data and enter. So there are 2 members, 2 customer type. One is member or normal. In this way you can use the unique formula. Let's move to the new formula. Next formula. I'm deleting this temporary column as of now. Okay, my next formula is to find the average value. This average value we are going to use a lot in the coming days to understand the cycle of any repetitive data in data analytics. In data analytics, average is also considered to use in very statistical formulas. So let's try to understand equal to average and value 1, value 2, or you can write it down range here from A1 to A10 or from B1 to B10. Let's try to perform this formula same in the Excel. Okay, so for example, if I want to see a unit price, an average unit price from this G column, so let's try to, I'll add a temporary column as we did for unique. Average. We are trying to find the average value, average unit price. So same equal to average, value 1, value 2. What you can do, if you, let's suppose if I want to find only average value from this 3 values, 74.69, 15.28 and 46.33. So simply what I'll do, I'll select this 3 values only this 3 values. That is from G2 to G4, G5. No, sorry. It is G2 to G4, G2, G3 and G4. Right? So this is value 1, value 2 and value 3. For example, if I want to find the average value throughout the data from G2 to G1001, so simply equal to average, then G2 to G001. In this way you will find the average value throughout the data. Right? This is average of this. How many values we have? 1000. Average of 1000 values. Average of 1000 values of unit price is 56. For example, if I want to find average of only two numbers, so equal to average value 1, that is 74.69, comma value 2 is 15.2. So the average value of this two numbers, G2 and G3, is 45. I hope it's making sense, right? It is very simple, but it is going to help us a lot in the coming days to use the statistical formulas in data analytics. Let's move to the new formula, mode. This is a very interesting and very useful formula for any statistician. Whoever learn statistic as their core subject, they already know mean, median and mode, how important that is in statistic. And statistic means data analytics, a part of data analytics, right? So let's try to understand how to find mode throughout the data. So the same formula we are going to use, equal to mode and value 1, value 2, as we use in average. Let's try to perform this. First, let's try to understand what is mode. Mode will give you a maximum occurring value. For example, we have 7, 5 in quantity, we have 7, 5, 7, 8, 7, 7. So if I consider this 6 values, 7 from H2 to H7, there are 7 is a value which coming repeatedly. So mode for this data is 7. For this range, mode will be 7. That is maximum occurring value throughout the data. Let's try to understand it is making sense or not. So this is a temporary column we are adding every time, equal to mode, then it is H2 to H7. As you see here, the mode value is 7, right? If I want to find mode throughout the data, it is very simple. Mode, then H2 to H1001. Why mode is important? For example, you have data of 10,000 rows and you want to find the values, the number of orders which are coming maximum. For example, if you're working in a food industry and you want to find let's suppose you're working in a food industry and you want to find which dish is occurring, getting repeatedly ordered. So mode you can use over there, right? Or you can find a value, how much is a price, ticket value which is occurring repeatedly. So that ticket value you can find out throughout the mode, right? I hope it's making sense. Let's move to the new formula. Now let's try to find out what is median. Guys, don't get confused here in between median and average. Average value is your, for example, if you have 3 values, A1, A2 and A3, then average will be A1 plus A2 plus A3 by 3. But median for this A1, A2, A3 is A2. A2 is a median, right? Let's try to find out. Let's try to use this. The formulas are same, almost same kind, equal to median, value 1, value 2. But the values with the output which you are getting from this formulas are different because they depict something different. Each formula has their own different values. Let's try to find out. Let's try to use this. Okay, let's try to use this formula first in 3 numbers so that you can easily understand this. Median of 2, 3 and 4. According to our discussion, it should be 3. And if I use this formula, it is 3. But when I'm going to look for average value, this 3 is this 3 is median as of now. If I'm trying to find the average value, average of 2, 3 and 4 is 3. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking now. For median and average, the value is coming same, right? But before starting median, I mentioned ki don't get confused in median and average value. So let's try to use another example. For example, I'm going for 4, 4 and 5. So median of 4, 4 and 5 is 4 because as I mentioned, a middle value. Median is a middle value of 3 or 4, a number of middle. Throughout the number, middle value is a median. Let's try to average. Let's try to find the average of this value. 445. It is coming 4.33, right? So that means let's try to figure out this. There are chances you will find median equal to average, but both formulas are different. Median is different and average is different. I hope it's making sense. Now let's try to find average and median for throughout the data. Let's see, is it coming same or different? If I want to find average, of H2 to H1001, it is coming as 5.5. Let's try to find median equal to median H2 H001. It is occurring as 5. I hope it's making sense because the values are different, formulas is different. The average value throughout the data is, throughout the quantity is 5.51. The median value of quantity is 5, right? Let's move to the next example. Let's move to the next formula, that is large. Large formula, you can say it is very underrated formula, but I use this formula a lot throughout my analysis because it gives a value directly, second largest value or third largest value throughout the data. What this formula do? This formula will give you a largest value according to the nth row. For example, if you want to find second largest value or third largest value, this formula will give the direct value for that. There is no other formula to find this value, second largest value or third largest value, because you can find the maximum value or minimum value by using max and mean formulas. We saw this in another videos, right? If you don't know about this, please check out the link I have added in the description. So you can find maximum and minimum easily, but you won't find the second maximum value or second smallest value, right? Or second largest value over there. So this formula will help us to find the second, third or fourth largest value according to our requirement. So let's try to perform this formula. Formula is same, equal to large data range for H2 to H1 or G2 to G1, and N means for which row you want, for example, fifth largest value or sixth largest value. So N is the number of largest value you want, sixth, fifth or fourth. Let's try to perform this value to better understand. Okay, so largest value from the quantity. For example, this is my data H2 to H7. I want largest value, that is first largest value. So my first largest value from H2 to H7 is 8 obviously. Second largest value should be 7. So let's try to find out second. It is 7. It is very easy. It's very pretty. Let's find out largest value throughout the quantity. So it is, see, you have to mention which largest value you want. I have did a mistake here. So I want first largest value. So 10 is the highest quantity we have received. Order of 10 is the highest quantity, right? It is very simple. I hope it's making sense. Let's move to another example. Okay, as we learned, largest formula is the same as smallest. It will also give you the smallest value throughout the data. Smallest value of nth row means nth number, smallest first value, second smallest value, third smallest value, and so on. Let's try to use this small. So it is also same, small throughout the formula, and I want first smallest value. So first one is the minimum order quantity I have, right? I hope all the formulas we discussed you understood. Thank you for joining this session. I always do these videos to increase more awareness about Excel. Please join for another videos. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining.